nothing is worth my peace. Jesus. I think peace is really knowing when to go and knowing when to stay. Hi guys, welcome to another video. My name is Aura. Nice to meet you. I'll catch your name later. All right. Today is such a special day. I had this whole planned out. I was like, I'm going to write a script and I'm going to really follow the script. And I'm just not a script person. So this video is going to come from mi corazón, my heart, mon cœur. In all seriousness, it's just going to come from like my experience of life. And it's just too life to be aesthetic. So I hope this is comprehensible and I hope this comes out in a way that can be received. I really used to be the type of person to want people to like me because I thought that I had great value. And I still do think I have great value. And I do want people to like me, but not at the cost of liking myself, or not at the cost of my peace. Stick with me now. I used to be the type of person to talk back, not necessarily in like a rude way, but like if you had something to say about me and that was false, I would come back and well, that's not true. And now I'm just like, think whatever you want to think, say whatever you want to say, and do whatever you want to do. Nothing is worth me getting all amped. Oh my God, the cutest little chickmunk. Oh, sorry. Getting amped up and getting and test up, and nothing is worth that anymore. And since being on this like I'm good journey, not only I'm good journey, but it's like I don't care what you say journey, that like I love myself truly journey, that I found so much peace that I thought I had. I thought I had peace. I thought I knew what peace was, but truly in this point of my life, I'm just like, wow, what I lived before could not even compare to how I live now. Oh, and this is the other thing. I feel like me being amped up and me always having to, advocate for myself and be my own bodyguard. I don't have to do that. If I have to be amped up and convince people, if I have to convince people of who I am and what I'm worth and what my value is, and that if I have to convince them that I'm a good person, I'm not in the right place. And I've had to learn that it's not worth it. It's not worth screaming, and it's not worth all of this headache and battle and this and that and a three-way call and somebody muted. It's not worth none of that. Like, I really had to sit there and stop and think, like, why am I troubling myself to fit in a place that has no room for me?
Hello.
When I can make so much room for myself by myself. And the reason why I say like a space by myself instead of finding people to create a bigger space for me, I've learned that there is no one on this planet that will give you the amount of space that you require to be yourself, the amount of patience, the amount of love, the amount of whatever that you can provide for yourself. And that's not to say that nobody's worth it or everybody's terrible. It's just to say, like, instead of advocating for yourself, stop advocating. Instead of compromising, don't compromise. Like, don't beg for anything that you can give yourself. I definitely think that all the turmoil, all the rah-rah, root-de-root that I went through was to teach me to be content by myself. Because I feel like if I'm good by myself, it doesn't matter if I have 300 plus people around me or 3 people around me. I'm gonna be all right, right? Because I know how to maintain myself alone. I really used to, like, when I tell you my blood would boil inside of me, like, to think that I actually wasted time trying to convince people of my worth. Oh Lord, hold on to something. Like, I'm like, if I could stare back at a younger self of me, I just look at myself like, what are you even doing? They don't like you.
They don't like you.
If you have to constantly be in this space of like weird and I gotta tiptoe and all these eggshells, girl, leave. I think peace is really knowing when to go and knowing when to stay. Knowing where to go and knowing where to stay. And knowing when to talk and knowing when not to talk. I feel like you have 2 coins in life. You always have a decision. You always have a decision to make in life. And when it comes to peace, I feel like we're taught so many things that are contradicting your state of peace. That we think that, you know, once we clear this road and do this and do that, that we'll have peace. But really, you have an abundance of peace. You just have to decide that I'm gonna let it all fall where it falls. But today, right now, and from here on out, I'm gonna be peaceful. I'm gonna be peaceful with myself. And this is not to say that I don't get amped up, but I've definitely seen that when I get amped up, I cool down so easily because I don't want to waste my time here on earth that I don't even know when the end is on something as petty and as stupid and as silly as being upset or being rambunctious or, you know, just, I don't even know. Like, it's just not worth my time. You know, you don't sit back and think about all the arguments that you won on your deathbed. You know, you think about all the experiences and the moments and the precious time and the love and the laughter, and you want to hang on to that as much as possible. So for me, it's just like I want to make as much of that as I can. The price of peace is this. You have a short time here on earth and you have all these decisions to make and all these factors that you can and can't control. The price of peace is this path going to be rugged or is this path going to be smooth? Peace is that smooth path. All this suffering is self-inflicted. If I don't care about the outside people, and I care most about the inside, and I care most about my peace, then I win. I don't care what anybody says. I'll win. A win is a win, huh? Because for me, it's like anything can happen. Anything can be said. Anything can be done. But I think it's about being like these trees. And it could be raining. It could be storming, hailing. It could be anything, and they're just here, you know, and they're still. And the branches might move, but the trunk, Like, it's sturdy. And I really can't imagine how many years these trees have been up here for. And this one low-key looks like it wants to fall. It's not gonna fall today. But they have such a firm grip on the ground. And I think this is a good analogy to peace. It's like the trunk is what we see. And we think the trees are strong because of this trunk, right? We're only seeing the outside. But really, underground, these roots extend to we don't even know where. And that's working on your peace, right? This is me as a person. You can see my trunk, what is visible. But building that peace allows me to be stable in any environment with anything that goes around me. A bird can go by, squirrels can be racing, chasing each other. And I'm still going to stand firm. This is a perfect way to depict the price of peace. You see my camera shaking. My camera has no roots, right? My cable, my tripod isn't planted deep down into the ground and then lifted. It's nothing like a tree. And that is what it's like if you don't have that inner peace within. It's like anything, a wind even, a slight wind. This wind isn't even blowing. This wind ain't really blowing, ain't doing the job, ain't blowing a hair. This ain't no wind. This is a breeze. And my tripod is shaking. And that's what it's like to have no root in peace. And there's other roots that you have in love and self-appreciation and all this good stuff. But you need to be peaceful. And I know sometimes you can be in an environment that is not peaceful and it's hard to find peace, but you have the outside. If it's your home, and in most of my cases, I was surrounded by people who weren't bringing me peace and in fact pushing me into a non-peaceful state, which I will put a pin in and talk about also. But you could always walk outside. Always walk outside. Even if you can't walk outside, the best thing that you could do, and it's not a yoga class that costs $35. It's not, a machine. I feel like we try to purchase all of these peaceful things, but peace is within. And the best thing that you can do is close your eyes. When I close my eyes, there is no one and nothing around, not even these trees, not even my camera, not my tripod, not this delicious bar. Very good, very delicious. But I can be still in myself and I don't have anybody around and it's just me. So even if you can't afford a 1,500 trip to Bora Bora, close your eyes. And I think we try to extend ourselves in so many different ways to reach this and, I'll have X, Y, and Z when I have DWX. But really, it's like we have everything that we need. And in this case, I can expand this to a lot of things, but in this case, it's like you have that peace within. You have to make the choice to focus on that peace, build that peace, root that peace, grow that peace, work on that peace, understand that peace. And I'm not saying this from a position of I've done it all. I'm not saying this from a position of I know it all, or I'm not saying this from a position of I've experienced it all. I'm not saying it from a position of this is it. I'm still working on my peace. I'm still building my peace. I'm still building those roots. But what I can say from this point is that nothing is worth my peace. Nothing is worth me stepping out of character, out of line to prove anything to anybody. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, your enemies are sleeping very well. They just caused hell and havoc, and they are tossing and turning in fetal position in bed. And you're stressed, you're sweating, you're pacing, and you're trying to figure out, oh, this got me. Like, why? I want to sleep peaceful too. I want to dream about the bees and the birds. Taking that pen back off. I was surrounded by people who weren't bringing me peace, and in fact pushing me into a non-peaceful state, which I will put a pin in and talk about also. In earlier times, I used to say, these people, these things, this is happening to me, right? And all the responsibility of my reaction was on how other people treated me. And granted, people did poke me, people did test me, people did step out of line, but it's always going to be how you react to things. And now that I calculate my price of peace, I be looking at the bill like, oh, this is too expensive, honey. How much peace? How much peace am I? And I ain't getting no peace back, no return. Honey. That is too expensive, honey. And I used to say, you know, this person and this she and he and all these people, but they can never, ever get me to do something. They may push me, and much like the devil will tempt you, but the devil can't make you do anything. You have the authority to do something, right? To put in action. You have the authority to you know, get ramped up. You give yourself permission to get mad. No one makes you mad. No, like somebody might say something that's irritating. Somebody may say something that's like, what? Like, who are you talking to? But no one can make you mad. You have to choose, okay, what that person said, I don't like it. And because I don't like it, I'm going to get mad. But at the same time, same scenario, you could say, that person says something that I don't like. I'm going to choose to ignore it. I'm going to choose to walk away. I'm going to choose peace. You have always two options. You always have the option of peace. And I've seen that if you take this route of, I got something to prove and it just ain't going, if you always take that route, you'll never be satisfied. But this is also to say, like, imagine if I was sitting home beefing with somebody when I could be in the woods enjoying the breeze, honey. Let the hair flow, honey. And it's just like, yeah, not everybody has, you know, the opportunity to walk in the woods and the opportunity to do X and the opportunity to do Y, but you have the opportunity to close your eyes and imagine a greater day. And it's just like, nothing is worth your peace, because my peace allows me to be comfortable in who I am. Yes, I'm alive. Yes, it's a lot in this little package. Yes, but it's like God is so great to give me so much that it's like, yes, When I walk in a room, you think I'm 6'2", but I'm really 6'12". Like, yes, I know. Like, but to think I wasted so much time on people that didn't even matter, that I don't even talk to today. And I'm just like, wow, I really had the option to leave this whole time. I really had the option of peace this whole time. Like, I don't want you to waste another day on things that aren't gonna prosper you. I don't want you to waste another day on people that don't value you. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Like, life is too good. Like, earth is beautiful, and yeah, it has chaos, but it's just like, we weren't made for chaos. We produce chaos. Chaos is produced. Like, I'm in the woods right now. I'm in the woods. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. This is nature. This is if everybody was still and rooted. Look at these trees. If we was all in these trees and rooted in ourselves and strengthening ourselves, right? Because these trees produce, right? But they can't produce big things unless they grow and root in themselves. Guys, like, this is a wonderful place to be. Like, yeah, it might be bad today, but the sun gonna always shine tomorrow. Shout out to Glorilla. Yeah, like, it'll always shine tomorrow. It has never been a day on earth where the sun did not come up, and we have to thank God for that. And with that, it's just like, what a beautiful, beautiful world we live in. I love it. Oh my gosh, like, this is who I am. If you knew me and I was forget it. Forget about it. Cause she ain't coming back, baby. She ain't coming back, Pookie. I love life and myself too much. The price of peace, my price went up. When that peace kicked in, that's kind of like that refund check, honey. When that peace kicked in, oh, the price went up, honey. Elevated, honey. Didn't take the stairs, took the escalators, honey. Ooh. Won't he do it? This is a beautiful Sunday, and I hope what I said, really triggers something in your mind. And if you don't change today, change tomorrow. But don't stay the same. Don't waste your time. Do great things. Be wonderful and take up space and just, bring your dreams into reality, because that's all you could do. Bringing them thoughts into action and pursuing your passion and just living a great life. Oh my God, sit back, kick up your feet, and just know you ain't driving. I try to see if it left stains. I'm just so happy. Like, I really thought about coming here and recording videos, and I'm here recording videos. We are too blessed to be stressed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. What am I stressed for? God got it. If I don't want to deal with it, I'm going to push it to God. God is good. Won't he do it? But that's all I got, guys. That's all I got. I'm sitting here. Well, now I'm standing. Eating this. Have I said this is delicious? This is. Am I hungry? I don't know. But this is just. But I'm having a wonderful day. Like, And this is all because I'm choosing peace. Pushing P for real. Pushing P. I'm pushing P. I'm pushing P real bad. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pushing P. I'm pushing P. This is me pushing P, honey. This is me pushing P. Yeah, I'm choosing peace. Not everything needs a response. Silence is a response, honey. Moving on is a response, honey. Getting better, thicker, gorgeous is a response, honey. See that. A lot of the peace that you have within yourself is kind of blocked by all the people you need to forgive. Forgive all those people. Ooh, that was a big step I had to take. And I will be making another video on forgiveness and what I've learned on forgiveness, because I think it's very important. But you have to forgive those people, because your grudge, your aggression, all that anger, off that is weighing you down, and you got to let it go. In order to prosper, you got to forgive so many people. Yeah, they wronged you. Yeah, they did you dirty. Oh, they did you. Oh my God, they should be locked up. Forgive them. Forgive them. And I forgive people now, because when I'm interacting with you, I don't know what your life was like before. I don't know what is going through your mind. And I don't know who did what to you so that you could do to me. And for me, it's like, I feel like we're constantly in this cycle. You do me bad, I do you bad right back. You do me bad, I do you bad. And the cycle just keeps continuing. But if you do me bad and I choose not to return that bad with another bad, I'm breaking the cycle. And hopefully, when I show you grace and compassion and forgiveness, you can do the same, right? Because if we're constantly in this turning pivotal, like we're constantly returning bad for bad, the world would be crazy, right? But you need to break that chain and be the change, right? Even if they won't give you grace and compassion, give it to them, right? And hopefully it'll be like a domino effect. And you just be the kick to start it. And that'll help them change their ways, right? But if we're always returning bad with bad, how is anybody gonna be good? I have to choose that even if you do me the dirtiest of the dirtiest, even if you do me like so crazy, I have to forgive you, because there is no way that I'm going to sacrifice this peaceful life, this beautiful, glorious life, because of something you did. Ugh. So I am just very grateful and very thankful to just be in this space of peace. And if I could leave you with any last message, it would just be that nothing, absolutely nothing, is worth your peace. And I hope this resonated with you. And I hope you found this funny and digestible. And I wish you better days. But just know you're in control of those better days. It's been great. See you in the next video.